I had a show canceled in Toronto. Maybe it was Hamilton. It was in Hamilton.
Around then?
Yeah, it was somebody in North Carolina some DJ in North Carolina found it for the first time. It was like 6, 7, 8 years ago. And they found what the, and then he just started this uprising. They found out one of my closest gigs was in Hamilton. What date wise. They all went after them. Then other people started firing back, like, they're not gonna cancel the show, fuck you for canceling. And the venue's like, we're not thinking about canceling. Now you guys are just embroiling us.
Yeah.
Both sides are fighting on their fucking front stoop. And eventually they're like, hey, we're pulling the show. It ended up being okay. Some other venue was like, we can do it here.
They were just like, we don't want this smoke right now.
That's most of it. They're not actually taking a moral stance.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, they just don't want to be in between. They're like, it's not worth dealing.
Yeah. The best example is John Christ of that.
I love John Christ.
He's a Christian comic.
Yeah.
Like, not even clean.
We know him very well.
Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, I just understand, yeah.
And he got caught consensually.
Smashing while Christian.
Yeah.
Not even smashing. Sexting.
Yeah.
Just sexting. And a religion, by the way, that has a box built in the place for when you fuck up. That you can say, hey, I fucked up. Give me some fucking push-ups to do or whatever. And then they were like, hey, we got to pull your special from Netflix. Never showed it, never gave it back to him, just pulled it completely. But it's like on a moral high ground that Netflix wouldn't say they stand on. We don't mind sexting consensually, even with a married person. That's nothing to do with it. Yeah. It's just the smoke.
You're right.
We just care about the smoke.
Which,
in some instances, though, because obviously all the Chappelle stuff, they were just like, whatever.
That being said, I would...
20 million, that's another thing. If money's worth it, they will stand by your man.
Yeah, they'll tell all their trans employees, be like, you fucking hit the bricks.
Yeah, this guy's cost too much. Same with Rogan and Spotify. But if a smaller thing, you're not worth the trouble.
Yeah,
that's
hit
all
the bricks,
it boils down
dickless.
to.
We're making money over here.
I just wish they would say, like, hey, we're quietly going to pull this. Instead, they take this moral high ground almost always.
That's what I was.
Like,
that's what I'm thinking. I go, I would rather, if you want to say, like, listen, like, this is what it is. There's a bunch of controversy. We're a bunch of pussies. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. But now you don't get, and then you have that conversation, and then they get to go out and they're like, okay, fine. Then they go, oh, also, I'm going to go, like, tell everyone how great I am for doing it. And you go, nah, I don't know about that other part.
Sell me under the bus to, like, gain their support instead of because you're so afraid of losing it. Netflix was so happy because they did Bill Burr and Dave Chappelle 2 in a row. And they were like, this really fights back against this cancel culture shit. And then 2 weeks later, they heavily censor Adrian Appalucci for doing a fucking school shooting joke.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why are you making these gains if you can't actually apply them to the person who needs them?
I was kind of thinking about it.
Where'd they censor her for on Netflix?
They wouldn't let her do the best joke of 2019.
Yeah, she rules.
The #1 joke in New York of 2019. They were
everyone knew that was. Yeah. I've heard her school shooting joke.
Like,
yeah,
you can't. You're not allowed to do it. Like, it's the best one. Comics, big and small, all loved it. Crowds loved it, and they go, you know.
And in America, always relevant.
Always relevant, exactly. And on a degenerate show, so it wasn't even like it's like this is what you wanted. Like, it's gonna still focus. I'm like, oh, you guys suck. Yeah. You were the network that didn't censor, and they all become the same shit, and they're all going towards where Comedy Central's going. It's too bad because it's a good platform.
Yeah. Fellas, this is the New Clips channel. Right now, we're at 3K. Hit us with a subscribe. Let's get those numbers up. Very much appreciated. Let's get to 5K at the very least. All right. Thank you. Peace.